Welcome back. Hope you're having a good morning. Well, let's do some fundamental analysis then on all the stocks we listed out for you. Prakash Diwan joins us on the show. Hi, Prakash. Good morning and good times for the markets. We're entering a fresh bullish phase, it seems. I want to discuss a couple of stocks with you, though. Let's talk about Vedanta and Hindustan Zinc. The sense you got for the last couple of weeks is something's got to give. The promoter entity is going to do something. Now we know that Hindustan Zinc is going to be paying out their dividend. And the global setup as well is supportive for metals. What's your take? Would you go ahead and buy Vedanta? Because, at these valuations, it's fairly attractive.
Good morning, Nigel. So absolutely, today's market is such that really people might end up making mistakes and still not getting punished for it. So this is a situation where even a stock like Vedanta, which has been under a cloud given the perilous situation the parent finds itself in, will probably start finding solutions. Not maybe by design, by default. And this huge dividend payout that is anticipated from Hindustan Zinc is very logical. So this was on the cards, but the timing is quite interesting. It probably come to people's accounts much earlier than sooner than what was anticipated as the parent kind of starts gearing up for 2024 repayments. The other thing that's important for Vedanta on the positive side, Nigel, is global bond markets. If you see the kind of discounts that some of their paper was trading at, has actually gone out. I mean, that the discount is still there, but it's not as yawning as it used to be, let's say about 2 months back. So there is a semblance of hope and expectation that they'll be able to probably tide through with these repayments obligations, which are probably middle of this year and some of them early next year. So I think there is revival. And as you said, probably potentially the rally in the metal prices is also supportive. And if the US news flow continues to turn positive early next year, then you will probably see a ferocious covering up on all metal prices. And then that's where Vedanta could benefit. But whether I would buy it, not as yet. I mean, if you're a dividend seeker, definitely it's a good opportunity or a good level. But from the medium to long term, it still has a lot of uncertainties around this. The market's giving you a far clearer fairway for a lot of other buys. So at this point, it might not be very well set in terms of the risk reward. But yes, the dividend is a big trigger and that could benefit some of the people at this point.
The auto sales have been very good, Prakash, up until now. What are your thoughts on Hero MotoCorp, which has come back in a big way? I think it's the 4th consecutive month of sales above 4.5 lakh units, which is a big milestone for them. Tell me, would you buy the stock at this price?
So, good morning, Sonia. So, you're right. This 25% kind of a difference on the higher side on a YOY basis is very commendable, which means it's almost like, the company is catching up with whatever slow sales that they had through the last year. The stock also hasn't played catch up because if you look at a Bajaj Auto or if you even look at a Eicher or a TVS, those stocks have rallied hard and Hero was always probably, playing the 4th slot. But this set of a number, it very clearly tells us that this is not a one-off. It's not just a good quarter that they've had, but probably they'll continue to see benefits from their repositioning of the portfolio mix. And that's precisely what the stock will start, pricing in. So from that perspective, I wouldn't be surprised if it actually rallies another 20-25% in the next 6 to 9 months. And then probably next year, we'll probably start catching up with the others at the same pace. But there is a lag that needs to be caught on to. And that's where the opportunity is. So it's a very good positional trade, not from a very long-term perspective as yet. But the Bajaj Auto stock tells you that it's probably closer to peaking out for some time at least. And this is if you recall, we spoke about Bajaj Auto struggling with overseas sales, exports number, Nigeria and all of that. This was about 9 months back, but they made a comeback. The numbers have had a comeback and so has the stock. The same thing will probably get replicated in Hero as well.